so welcome to episode 1 of Circa 1890. So I'm currently sitting in the house now. We're a week into the renovation. It's looking very different behind me than what it did a week ago. Now this episode, I'm not going to be showing any of the demolition. That's going to be in episode 2. This one we're going to be winding back time to a week ago when I first picked up the keys from the real estate agent and first stepped foot in the door as the new owner. Now, since then, a lot has changed. The room behind me looks completely different. Even in 7 days, this place is looking much better already. You may be thinking, well, there's no window there, there's no wall there, but it has to get worse to get better. And this is happening much faster than I originally planned. So to give a bit of context, we're in the Hunter Valley at the moment, so it is a semi-rural property. We've got mandarin orange trees. It's an absolutely lovely place. And we're sitting here in the 1890s duplex. Well, it was once a duplex before the previous owner converted it into a single family home, and I'll get into all of those details in this video. So with that being said, guys, let's wind back the clock to exactly 1 week ago, to last Saturday morning, when I first stepped foot in the house, and I'll give you guys a bit of a tour. All right, so just got the keys from the real estate agent. We're in the first hallway here, as you can see, right off the bat, needing paint and needing a lot of maintenance between the lights and doors and everything. But let's start out in this room. So as you can see, doors need a bit of work. The floors throughout need sanding and polishing. And once again, more walls needing painting and windows needing repair, and then also new curtains and that kind of thing throughout. Now check this out. These beautiful old fireplaces are actually throughout the house. There's 6 fireplaces in total, which is really cool. And that's basically it for this room. It's certainly not as bad as some of the other rooms like the kitchen and bathroom, which need lots and lots of work. Bit of maintenance, bit of paint, and this one should be good to go. Moving on now to the second bedroom on this side of the house. This one actually has paint on the walls. This room, once again, pretty self-explanatory. Sand and polish the floors, which are going to be done professionally. And yeah, that's it for this room. So if you come on out and we'll go into the lounge room. All right, as you can see, all the doors have these stickers. This one's number 2, that was number 1. I'm assuming the previous owner had this as an Airbnb or some kind of boarding house setup, but yeah, pretty interesting. So the property was built in 1890. To put that into perspective, when these lining boards were being attached to the framing, Adolf Hitler was 8 months old, so quite an old property. Bit of history behind it. It was originally a duplex. It's now being converted into a single family home by the previous owner. As you can see behind me there, they had some interesting design choices, a lot of corrugated iron, very rustic feel, but we're going to start to peel back the layers and replace the original features of the house. Another fireplace, which is another beautiful old fireplace. Once again, the floorboards are looking like they've seen better days. The lining boards here need to be refinished. Don't know what that is. If it's like a bed head or something, it's coming off anyways. And we'll get into that room in just a bit. First, we're going to go in here to the third bedroom on this side of the house. This one actually has the original solid timber doors, double doorknob situation going on there. If you want to come on in, once again, we've got lining boards on the ceiling, bit of a weird lighting and fan setup which needs fixing up, and more windows that need replacing. A bit of a common theme around the house. And these 2 French doors here, which are pretty cool. So behind me here, obviously used to be the old veranda. So the property would have been the duplex plus a kitchen house at the back. Just before we go down the hallway, I'll quickly show you in here if you want to come and have a look. Just around the corner here, we've got a toilet. There's some asbestos sheeting. Nothing too exciting there. And then following through here, we come out into this large hallway area, I guess here, which would be cross between the dining and living area. And then this goes into the second half of the house. And just quickly, there will be a wall going up here because it's going to be converted back into a 3-bedroom each side duplex to bring it back to what it once used to be. And this door originally wouldn't have been here. That is just a little storage area. This is going to be covered over, and then there's a bathroom on the other side of the wall. So coming into here, you have a bit of a step down. These aren't original, they're actually decking boards, which are going to go. This is all laminate flooring, and you'll see why in just a moment, that this is all going to be ripped out and new floors are going to go down. Unfortunately, the original floorboards underneath aren't in the best shape. Moving into the bathroom here, this is certainly the worst, one of the worst rooms in the house. There isn't much of a bathroom left except for this vanity, a bit of a mirror here, and then that is the shower behind me. So yeah, interesting room. It needs to be stripped back completely, and that storage room is actually just over here, so I can reach my hand into the storage room. The water heater's here, so this room needs to be completely stripped back and reconfigured, unfortunately. There was originally a bath here, I believe. You can see there's a bit of a cutout, and they've used all kinds of bits of scrap wood to cover up the holes there. Yeah, but this door is actually beautiful. Check that out. So this is a glass panel, and they've painted over it, obviously, because it's a bathroom. This bathroom is going to need a new door, so I'm hoping this is going to be able to be repurposed somewhere. And yeah, so that's it for this room. A lot of plans. All right, now around to this area just outside the bathroom. We've got this weird bar thing here, perspex, random bits of wood. That's actually like subfloor sheeting. So this is all going to go. I don't know whether I'm going to go with French doors, like second-hand, so they're in style with the house, or maybe a single door here with a wooden window. Yeah, a lot of work just in this little section here. This 80% of the work is in 20% of the house. So we've got the 2 bathrooms, 2 kitchens, and then this area, and that's basically 80% of the work. Most of the bedrooms, as I showed you before, it's just a bit of maintenance and a bit of paint. I say just, it's going to be long hours, but in comparison to this, there isn't much work. Now in here we have a pantry, quite a large walk-in pantry. A bit of work in here, but nothing too extensive. Then now round to the kitchen. Now this is the area that needs the most work, as you can see. It doesn't really look like a kitchen. We've got a sink, and then that's about it. So I've got a bottle of wine from the real estate agent. We've got the old wood fire oven. How cool is that? One of the old things that you'd always have in your house. And then the floorboards, you can't see on camera, but they're really unlevel. It kind of dips into there because there is a brick wall here, and there would be a brick wall under the floorboards behind me there. So these unfortunately all need to come up because their condition isn't the best at all. They could be refinished, but it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of work, and obviously I wouldn't be doing that myself, so it would be quite expensive. These windows, they are beautiful. They're aluminiums, they're nothing old, and they do kind of suit the farmhouse feel. Unfortunately though, they are very large, too large to have benches go underneath. So these are going to have to go, and I've already picked up some wooden second-hand windows which very much suit the property, and I can't wait to be putting those in. As you can see, they've put corrugated iron. I'm about to fall into a hole. They've put corrugated iron sheeting on the walls. It's all rusting away, and that's going to be the first thing that's going to go, as well as the corrugated iron which is on the outside of this wall as well. So there's nothing in between there, so that just all needs to go as soon as possible. So we're going to have a wall here, not too thick. That was the original thickness of the wall, and then there will be some bit of a corner cupboard either side. The kitchens are obviously going to be mirroring each other because the kitchens are actually the exact same dimensions. The whole house is mirrored either side. Don't fall in that hole then, maybe just come over this way. Yeah. We have a second wood fire stove. Now this makes for the 6th fireplace that I mentioned, or at least we've got 6 lots of chimneys, and this is the exact same as the one on the other side. So this will be the second kitchen in the second unit, I guess you'd call it. Now they've also got a tree. This isn't structural or supporting in any way, so that'll just possibly find its way to the fire pit, which is out the back. Then coming into this room, you can make your own opinion from this. I'm not going to say what I think it was, but we'll go in and check it out. So you're first greeted by a lockable pantry. That in itself is a little bit odd. Then you come in, you've got this chipboard on the ground which is covered in dirt. Got a bit of a chain setup. There would have been some kind of shelving in here, and if you'll come all the way in, just up here we've got a bit of a ventilation system, homemade in a bin, and then on the ground here, got some nice electrical wiring. Don't know what they were doing there, maybe some heat lamps or something, I don't know. And then behind the door here we have this sheeting, like reflective insulation. Yeah, and a little spray bottle on the ground there, and a like a cigarette rolling packet thing. So you can make your own mind up of what this room was used to store. Anyway, moving on. Then we have this little side area here, sliding doors which go out to the backyard, and then once again more weatherboard seen here, and more corrugated iron. So coming into this bathroom here, now the reason I put that wet floor sign was because this is quite a small opening, and I've already hit my head on it 4 times today, get a bit of a bump. So this bathroom seems smaller than the other one, but they're actually mirrored either side. This vanity's going to go, mirrors, everything's going to go, and the bathroom's going to have a complete remodel, hopefully mirroring the other side. Yeah, this is a very weird shower. Then watching our heads, we'll head back out here and up this way. So we are now on the other side of the veranda hallway. That's where we were before, just behind me here. Now come and check this out here. Just in there you can see the old stained glass, and once again we have more solid doors. Now we'll move around to this room here, which is quite dark because the curtains won't open on this side. Now when I actually had all the inspections of this property, and it wasn't until after I actually purchased it and signed all the contract and everything that this room was cleared of all the rubbish. So the previous owner had, you know, mattresses and all kind of things in here. So this is only the second time I've been in this room, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it's not too bad of a condition. The walls are fine, just need, you know, tidy up in the paint. Floors, once again, obviously don't need to say it. Door needs a bit of a tidy up, bit of maintenance, and unfortunately they've painted all these old locks with the old maker's name, the old brass maker's name. So I might find a way to strip that paint off, so you know, it gives a bit more character and brings back the old look. And French doors again, which go out onto the old balcony, which is now the dining area. There's also a toilet around the corner there. It looks exactly like the other one. You don't need to see that. Another solid door here, which goes into the entryway. And then this is the mirrored entryway from the one that I introduced you to the house in. And this one actually has paint on the walls. It looks quite nice. It doesn't need too much work, but look at these big trims and the big skirting boards and the lining boards. I just love it, and I can't wait to get in. So yeah, luckily not too much work here. Now into this front room. Probably needs some new skirting boards. Once again, floors need to be redone. This one has built-ins, needs new lighting, and possibly a new door, because that door has a bit of water damage at the bottom. And that's about it. Oh, the window here needs some repair. It looks like it's got a bullet hole up here. Don't actually know what that is, but all the windows need to be have the cord replaced because they're all sash windows. So now back into this final room, which is probably the master bedroom on this side of the house because it has the fireplace. Now, this is the only fireplace in the house that has been painted. This is where I want your guys' opinion. Should I strip the paint off or leave it as it is? All the other fireplaces have the natural look of the timber, just stained wood. This one has the nice tiles. Some of them need to be repaired. And once again, the little cast iron, I believe, inlet. And the door in this room is in pretty bad condition, but can be fixed. As you can see at the bottom there, that panel's popped out a bit. And yeah, love those old locks. That's incredible. And obviously some panes of glass need replacing. All right, so that's it for this house. So the plan is over the next 6 months is to slowly, you know, peel back the layers and bring back some of the character into this old home, restoring it back into a 3-bedroom aside duplex. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have an absolute passion for history, so I'd love to be able to project that into a historic property such as this one. And yeah, cannot wait to get to work. As I mentioned before, as soon as that camera goes off, I'm going to be pulling out the tools and getting to work, stripping back the layers and get a little bit of demolition happening. All right, now that is it for episode 1. Just a bit of a tour around the house there. As you can probably tell, I was quite nervous for the days to come because, you know, as you walk through the rooms over and over again, you start to notice a few more things that need doing. And even as I was filming that, I was noticing, oh, that needs fixing. Oh, there's another cost. But yeah, a week on and quite a bit of demolition progress, and I'm feeling much better about the project, and you know, much more confident in what we're doing here. So with that being said, I'd really appreciate your questions and comments because I am filming this very close to the upload date. So we still are in the knockdown, rebuild kind of stage, the demolition and the patchwork in the structural side of things. So if you have any comments or questions or anything, please leave them in the comment section below because I'd love reading them. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you in episode 2.